Have you seen that meme or TikTok that says, what's a subject that you could give an hour-long presentation on with absolutely no preparation? Well, this is mine. Imagine this. The year is 2004. My family just got access to satellite dish television. I was channel scrolling, and I think I'd come across this show before on Nickelodeon when they were playing like other clips from The Inn, which is a Canadian based network, which is also known as The Noggin, which was like forever ago. Anyways, I met my friend Shane, who was also into Degrassi. We went to school together, and it just kind of like went from there. Anyways, let's get into the speed build. So I struggled with this one quite a bit. I can show a picture of the only photo that I had reference of actually to build this particular cafe with, by the way. The majority of it, besides this photograph, I relied on hours and hours of watching reruns of Degrassi. This particular rendition was the remodeled Dot Cafe after Emma blew it up, or set it on fire, I guess you could say, after Spinner told her not to use the grill, and she made a panini anyway. I did not end up doing the upstairs, which later in later seasons became the above the dot, which was like a cool hangout where Jay sold drugs to people, I think. But anyway, where Craig's band would play, and that's where all the cool kids hung out. I struggled a lot also, like with the platforms, using those as the stairs, because there's this weird clipping issue with them right now. I went to do 2 rounded platforms, but it was clipping, and then there was like void space in the middle of them. But I kind of used those 2 valances, I guess you could say, blinds, those pink blinds, to put them up there, and then put a little sign floating using the Alt key to put that up there. The little cafe tables outside on the sidewalk. And then I don't know why I decided to go into this build without any lighting. I just started like placing countertops and building without putting any lights in. And then I was about probably like halfway through this, and then like I realized that I was like, why can't I see anything? Oh yeah, it's because there's no lights in here. Yeah. So the description on this build in the gallery, basically is just like, a lot of the things, it doesn't matter what happened to you at Degrassi, you always went to the Dot, or, you always saw the characters at the Dot Cafe. It was kind of like that Cafe and Friends. I'm assuming. So let me say this, like, I was not into Friends. I'll never be into Friends. I don't like Friends because I was into Degrassi. It is like Friends, but for like dramatic teenagers. And I am still into Degrassi, and I am in my 30s. So, judge me all you want. It's still my favorite show to this day. Now, they did actually come out with a like a newer series. I think it was like Degrassi. So we had the Next Generation, which was like when I started watching, and then they had the Next Class, I think, which was actually on Netflix. I think Netflix bought it, and like there was like 1 or 2 seasons on there, and then nothing else happened. And then there was like rumors that there was going to be another season, but then the pandemic happened. So I'm kind of still holding out hope that they bring it back, because Emma Nelson, Craig, Manny, all those kids are my age. All those characters are my age now. So I think it would be kind of cool. Like, I'm older than Christine Nelson was in the very first season. That's depressing. She was a teenage mother. No judgment. But I think it would be really cool to like see like the Next Generation come, and it doesn't even have to be like based around the school, because I think like some of those characters probably would not be old enough to have kids in high school. I don't know. I have no clear like judgment of time, because I have friends that have kids that are in high school, and then I have friends that have newborns. So like I don't know. Like being 30 is weird, okay? Um but I had to watch a couple episodes to kind of like get the feel of like the remodel. I'm glad I did the remodeled version and not the original, because like there's not a lot of footage of the original, and I didn't like how the original one was set up from what I saw. Um for some particular reason, they have these shelves back here, and then there's windows behind the shelves. So you'll see me move those shelves over a little bit to put like the signage over there, and then put the windows behind them. I don't know why that was a thing. Here I am putting in the mini fridges. I managed a Starbucks for a period of time when I worked for a big box retailer that has Starbucks inside of them. And we had like these mini fridges that have our milk and dairy and whipping creams in. So do know a thing or two about like how to run a cafe. Just took me a really long time to build one. Um, but yeah. So I do know for a fact that they also served food, but I wasn't sure like what kind of food, obviously because Emma burnt down the original Dot. Um I I guess like just like sandwiches that you could warm up in the oven, and some pastries. I know they didn't have like a full on kitchen. It was just kind of like a grab and go kind of deal. Um, I, I will tell you, Get to Work clutch, came in clutch for this build. I did do this build with all of my expansion packs and game packs installed, because I wanted to have access to as many clutter items and as many decorative items as possible. Was really actually inspired to do this build because of the high school years pack being launched. I originally wanted to do like a whole Degrassi series for The Sims, which I do have Emma Nelson's duplex on the gallery as well too. I also made Emma, Manny, Craig, and Spinner. They're also in the gallery. Don't judge me. I am a stan. I can't help it. I'm still obsessed with the show. But yeah, I did do the Dot Cafe, and then I did do Emma Nelson's house as well too. I don't have a speed build of Emma's house, unfortunately, because that was before I got the recording software. I did that a while ago, actually, and recently finished it and uploaded it to the gallery, so check it out. So over in this corner, I went back and I watched a few episodes. And when I tell you that I put research in for this project, I put research in. I went back and watched a few episodes and noticed that there weren't like tables or chairs back there. It was actually a booth with like separate tables in there. I couldn't really decide on a wallpaper either. I ended up changing the grid like honeycomb looking paper to the actual Dot paper wallpaper that's like purple. I just could not get those. I just thought it was so weird. Like, why is there like a window behind the shelving? But anyway, yeah, I liked that a lot better. I thought it vibed a lot better. I did notice that the back of these windows back here, have window treatments on them in the show. Like full on curtains, not like big, but actually like longer skinny ones like that. And I was really disappointed because like I couldn't get them to like fit on certain windows. So I just ended up scrapping them. I didn't end up putting them on all the windows. I actually just think I put them on the windows that they would fit on. But I love the high school years pack for this particular build, because there's like a lot of stuff that I actually used in here that came in handy, that made it feel like just more authentic, like the boba tea poster, and then the skateboards on the wall. And then I couldn't decide if I wanted to put anything there on that wall. I think I just ended up doing like the logo or like the cafe name as well too. I probably would be able to do like a little bit more of an authentic job, I guess you could say, if I had CC installed. But as usual, I do not use CC in my speed builds for items that I upload into the gallery because I want everyone to have them. I have noticed like a lack of items, like Degrassi type items. That might just be like an age thing, honestly. I think there's like a lot of younger groups that play The Sims compared to like, 30 somethings. So I did see that someone did do, I'll have to find it and I'll link it. I'll link the user like in the comments. They did do like a whole Degrassi community school and like a dot cafe, but it's like a ginormous lot. It's like a 64 by 64 lot. And I think like I downloaded it before I had all the packs installed. So it is like broken because it has like obviously a lot of packs in it. And then I did do the stairs to the above the dot. I might, if you really want to see me do the above the dot, like put in the stage and like do the above the dot, I can do that like in another video if you want me to. I think that would be a lot of fun actually, especially if you want to take your Sims here to play. They could go to the cafe downstairs and they could go listen to music or performances upstairs. I could not decide. Now, what really bugs me is that there's not a flooring or like a tile or like a whatever that looks like that stone. So I changed it like a couple of times before I like decided on one. And to even now, like it kind of sticks out like a sore thumb to me. So let's go ahead inside and take a look at the build here. I really like those skateboards on the wall there. You have like the cafe. I kind of thought about doing like a step up like behind the countertops. But I was so aggravated about the fact that I was having trouble with the platforms outside on the sidewalk. I did not want to attempt that on the inside as well too. So the posters on the wall, you have blue and gold for Degrassi, and then you have purple and gold for Bardell. So if you're a Degrassi stan, you know Bardell was like the school across town that Dean went to. He was Paige's abuser. Unfortunately, that the thing that I really like about Degrassi is that it was like so true to life. Like it was dramatic, but like it was like so true to life. Like it dealt with like a lot of things that teenagers dealt with like in those days and still deal with now. But yeah, it had the blue and the gold for Degrassi, and then there's my little tiny bathroom. And then the purple and gold for Bardell, which was like the school across town, which was like Degrassi's main competition. Yeah, I thought it turned out super cute. You can find it on the gallery listed as the Dot, the iconic Dot Cafe from the hit 2000s Canadian teen drama Degrassi, The Next Generation. Sip and dish to you with the hottest teen hangout on this side of Toronto. Boyfriend got you pregnant? Go to the Dot. Excited for your mom's pasta sauce? Go to the Dot. That's a Marco joke. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you stayed to watch this whole thing, thanks so much. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thanks so much for hanging out, and we'll see you on the next one.